So yeah, no, my shoulder's been fucked up. But like, so I've been doing these things where I put weight on, like low weight, like 30 pounds or something. And I lay down and I pull these things, and I'll be clipping this myself. But yeah, I pull the weight towards your face, and it's supposed to like build up on your shoulders. But my shoulder's been fucked. My dad actually hit me up the other day. Am I? Yeah, I hear it. My dad hit me up the other day because his shoulder's been messed up. And he's like, well, your grandpa can't even move his shoulder at all. He said, we all have this genetic thing. And I was like, why hasn't nobody ever told me about this? But my dad has it and my grandpa has it, and he thinks that I might have it. But the bone curves down, and that's why, like with impingement and stuff, it happens. But my dad has so
your family has weak shoulders,
torn rotator cuff now, and he's getting surgery next week. So,
oh no,
yeah.
So it might just be you might just have weak shoulders in your genes, huh?
Weak shoulders in my genes, yeah.
Yeah. At least you guys have good hair in your genes.
Yeah, we do. We have a lot of.
You can't win it all, dude. You can't. You know what I mean?
There's 0 bald people on either side of my family.
Yeah,
which is rare and nice.
It's rare and nice.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, no, I've been hurting. We'll start smoking cigarettes again.
Yeah.
Hot turkey, baby.
How's your week been? What have we been doing, man? We
should probably talk about the cigarette thing, because I haven't really started smoking cigarettes, but the gas station lady did trick me, and she accidentally gave me 8 milligram nicotine pouches, which is way too strong. And I made it one day on those before I went and bought a pack of cigarettes, but luckily it wasn't as nice as the pouches. So I don't use them. I don't even like them.
How long had it been since you smoked a cig?
Probably like 6 or 7 years.
I don't believe that at all.
Yeah.
You haven't had any slip-ups, late night slip-ups after some whiskey?
No, because like what I would do is I would because I was smoking cigarettes forever. But I would, in the winters, I would buy like cigars and I would smoke a cigar, but I wouldn't like ever like drunk cig or anything, because I would just always have something else. Like I would have like nicotine pouches or whatever. But yeah, no. So I thought it, like the first one honestly was so nice. I was like, fuck, all right, I'm back. It's happening. And then it wasn't as strong as I thought it was going to be, because I'm so used to having an insane amount of nicotine in my system that I smoked like 6 or 7 of them right away, back to back. And it just like didn't really scratch the itch like I was looking for.
I feel like the perception of cigarettes have changed quite a bit, like drastically over the past like 5 to 10 years.
What do you mean?
Like, I feel like you used to see, 10, 15 years ago, you see anyone smoking a cig, you're like, oh, that just looks cool. But now, for it to look cool, smoking a real cigarette, you have to look really cool first in general. Like David Bowie.
You do feel cooler.
David Bowie.
Fact. It's fact. Like I was at this bar with my friends and I was like, yeah, I'll smoke a cigarette. I hadn't smoked a cigarette forever, and I was just kind of like looking around like, is anybody else seeing this?
Get someone.
Is anyone else seeing me right now smoking this cigarette?
You're like, this is no pussy jewel. This is a real cig. Is anyone catching this? Is anyone filming this right now?
We are in a Cig Renaissance right now. I think they're coming back.
Yeah.
You got a whole nation addicted to fucking jewels and little vape cartridges and pouches. Like people are going to go back to like the original.
Yeah, to be masculine, you got to go back to the analog now and just whip out a real cig.
Like a real man does not smell like strawberry shortcake when he walks past you. He smells like absolute dog shit ashtray.
Yeah, he smells like he smells like dog shit.
He's got bad fucking breath, and he has stains all over his clothes, and his fingers are yellowing from smoke.
Cigs do give you bad breath. I remember my dad would always, like, in the morning, he'd start talking to me after drinking a cup of coffee and having a cig. I'm like, your breath smells like a poopy ashtray, so dude.
Bad, dude. I woke up that night because we got a hotel. And I went out with Dylan from Barefoot, and it was his dad's 60th retirement, or not his 60th. It was his retirement party.
Damn, he's retired 60 fucking times, dude.
He loves working.
Dude can't make up his mind. He wants to retire, and then he starts working again.
No, yeah, we went to his retirement party, and it was really fun. But then afterwards, we're like, let's go. And we went to a bunch of places. But that next morning, I woke up, and I was very hungover, and my mouth tasted so fucking disgusting that I was just like not doing this anymore.
Yeah, it's bad when you wake up in the morning and you can smell your own breath without doing that thing where you go, Remember when Andy would do that in the van?
It's so gross.
He'd blow out and then smell immediately.
But yeah, and then I was snoring all night. Cigs make you snore, I guess. It's just man shit. Cigs are man shit. I'm sorry.
That's the clip.
It's just a little bit of man shit going on back then, but yeah, man, it's been interesting. All of our podcasts so far have been about the new album and the singles and stuff. So we haven't like talked about just normal life in a bit.
Yeah. No, it really has been sick to put the song out and see how like hype everybody is online. Also like comforting to see how many people have had like heavy emotional reactions to the song.
Yeah.
Because I remember before we put the song out, me and you were like, are we just too close to this and kind of going insane because of how many times we've listened to it? And, you know, Andy was our best friend. So obviously it's going to feel heavy to us, but it seems to have resonated very similarly with everybody else.
I definitely got like pretty desensitized to it too, just because, I mean, you listen to it all the time. It's like, it's not as painful every time you hear it, you know? But then seeing like every post we're doing, people are like, I'm crying. And I'm like, damn.
Muse just got added to a couple playlists, which is pretty exciting. Right?
Yeah, we got added to Beach Vibes, which is not really a beach vibe song, but we're very thankful.
And then we also got added to a Apple Music playlist, which I don't think, have we ever been on an Apple playlist in the past?
No, never. And like our entire streaming revenue has always pretty much been 99% Spotify. And so it would be very cool if we started getting like similar amount of streams on Apple Music as well. Yeah. But yeah, so we got added to
that. It's been a crazy couple weeks for you. You smoked a cig, got put on a couple playlists. You caught a really big fish.
Caught a big fish the mouse has never caught before.
I swear I truly did think that was photoshopped when you posted it.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how good I am, dude. Carp.
It didn't look like a real photo.
I know. It was a good, I will admit, when Mouse walked into the studio, so we were like beefing back and forth because I had posted that picture and I said, Mouse will never, I'll give him 2 weeks to respond. And then I pulled up to the studio that day because we were working on Mouse's project, and I'm sitting in my car and Mouse just pulls up. Yeah, we just look at each other and we both just start laughing so hard. I don't know why we love talking shit. And then every now and then we'll like text each other and be like, dude, I'm really stoked on your album. Like, it's cool. And then after that, it's just us talking shit nonstop.
And then it's just back to being mean.
But yeah, no, it's been, the beef is on, and I'm just still better than Mouse Powell, even though he did technically get me into it, but it's okay.
I like that.
Dude, speaking of fish, I had a wild experience at the canal a couple weeks ago.
I was hoping you were going to tell me that you went to a fish concert last night.
I wish I would go. I was on the canal. I told you about this already, but I was fishing the canal and walking up, and there's like a new homeless guy there. And the one I've been going to, there's no homeless guys. So it's kind of like, all right, it's starting. You know, this place is going to become a whole tent city like the other ones. But the dude walks up to me and he just starts yelling. And he's asking me like how I'm doing, and he's just being nice. So I kind of chat with him for a second. I start walking down to keep fishing. I hear this giant splash to my left, and I look over, and it's this massive Rottweiler. This big Rottweiler's in the middle of this canal, and it's swimming across. And I think that this dog's like gonna come after me. And so I don't know what to do. I run over and I'm like waiting to see if he's going to climb up the stairs and like come and bite me or something. And he can't get to the stairs, and he's like clawing at the sidewalls, goes to the other side, clawing at it. And he's like struggling. So I realize I'm the only fucking person that can like do something. So I run over and I climb down like the ladder into the water, and I get like halfway in, and I'm trying to get this dog near me, but he starts snapping at me. And it's a big fucking Rottweiler. And so I grab my like net or something that I can, maybe if I can get this dog to like bite on, I can like drag him up to the stairs. And he won't take anything. He like keeps running away or trying to bite me. And so I run over and I yell across the way to the homeless guy. And I'm just like, hey man, do you have like a net or something we can like wrap around this dog and just yank him out of here? Because he's going to die. Like he started like slowing down. It was getting scary. And so this guy just runs up. He's like, yeah man, I got it. Starts running as fast as he can, dives headfirst into the canal, and then goes and just picks up this Rottweiler And the Rottweiler bites his hand like 5 times really hard, and he's like in this disgusting water. After maybe 10 minutes, finally gets this dog like pushed all the way out. So crazy experience. I go and I buy him like some new shoes and like food and like cleaning supplies for his like wound and shit. I was just like super thankful that he helped out. So a week later, I go back and I hadn't been seeing him, and now he's there, and I go, Murray, what's up? I'm like, what you been doing? And he's like, I just got out of the hospital 6 days ago. I almost lost all my fingers from that dog bite. He like shows me his hand. It's completely wrapped up. He said the night before it just swelled up so bad that it was like radiating, and he had to like walk to the
He had canal water in a dog bite. It was probably...
Well, and he's like, there's no way for him to keep it clean and stuff too. So it's like, multiple days it got super infected. But yeah, he survived. All of his fingers are still
cool.
there.
You guys saved the dog though. That's...
Well, he really did. I felt guilty too because I like asked him to come help me, and then he got bit by a dog. But I also was like thankful that it wasn't me. I didn't want to get bit by that dog.
That's nice. You bought him a bunch of supplies and stuff.
Yeah, he was thankful.
Did you buy him any cigs?
No, I bought him what else? I like the fringe stuff I got him. So I got him like shoes. I got him like peroxide and stuff to like soap to clean it, and like a 2-in-1 like shampoo, which he didn't even have any hair. I don't know why. I got that, but I bought him like a big meal from McDonald's, and he was like fucking amped about that. And then I was like, there's also like 5 brewskis in there, like ice cold brews, Yeah. And so I gave him some of those, and then I had some weed that had been given to me for like 7 months ago that I just will never touch, and so I gave him a bunch of weed. So all these people are probably like riding their bikes, like these rich people in their neighborhood riding their bikes on their canal, and then they just see me giving this homeless man alcohol and drugs to stay there. But no, he's a very nice guy. He did get kicked out. I don't know where he's been, but Murray, I'm thinking about you. He's killed people, he said. That's his real name too. I should say.
He told you that he's killed people.
Yeah, well, the homeless people.
In what context did that come up?
Okay, so wait. So when I came back and I gave him all the food, Ma went with me, and I was like, "You don't want to like get out of the car, do you?" And she's like, "No." So we had to park there. I had to walk all the shit like, over half a mile. It was 103 out or something at the time. And so I'm carrying all the shit up to him, and he's like, "What's up, man? You want to come check out my spot?" And I was like, "Absolutely, dude." Like, I've never been asked if I could like walk through somebody's like homeless camp, and I've like always wanted to. And so he goes like, "Show me all of his shit," and it's just like, it's tweaker stuff everywhere. It's amazing. He has a washer and dryer in the middle of like, we're a mile from any road. I have no idea how he got it out there. He has
what's this connected to?
Well, I'm just talking about his life, but we'll get into.
No, I'm saying like there's a washer and dryer.
Nothing. It's just in the desert.
Oh, I was like,
I thought you were like, what is the story connected to? I was like, I'm just telling a story.
I was like, he's got like, water and stuff.
No, he's got a washer and dryer with nothing on it.
Okay, sorry. I just wanted to know what that was connected to.
Well, he also had a lawnmower, and he has shitload of like random like gears and parts and motors to things, like tons of it. And he points at this wheelchair, and he goes, "I just connected a lawnmower motor to this wheelchair, and now it will push all of my stuff." He's like, "I have 400 pounds worth of shit." And so he made like a motorized trailer for all of his homeless stuff. And he like walks around, and it pushes itself on a wheelchair, like motorized wheelchair he made. So he tinkers. He's a tinkerer, but he also like smart guy, very nice. And he was like, talk to me. He's like, I've been sober for 6 months now. I was like, all right, yeah. But did
he look sober for 6 months?
Who knows? Because it's so hot outside, it's hard to tell. But he was very, very nice, and he said pretty much like he was off fentanyl and heroin for like 6. I can't remember how long he said, but yeah. And he's like, I just don't want to go back. That's why like I stay away. I go to places where I can camp by myself. But with like having a homeless person there, like more problems start happening in the area, because there is now another homeless guy walking the area, and he was there, and he's like, "This guy tried stealing all my shit." He's like, "I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm going to slit his throat. Next time I see him, It's like, in the past, I've had people fucking disappear. Like, I was like, whoa, dude, it's crazy. And like now he thinks we're friends. I mean, I guess we are. I do care about Murray, and I hope the best for him. But he would just start telling me like everything about his life. It's just crazy life of fucking heroin and meth and fucking running from police and like street life, and it's pretty wild. But he is deep down a good guy.
That's a story right there.
Yeah, man. I did feel safer like having him be my homie, because every time I walk by, he like give me a shout out and like say what's up and stuff. But I just know like if he saw anybody trying to fuck with like my car or anything, like he would shut that shit down pretty quick. He likes me.
He'd hit someone over the head with a gear.
Yeah, he was fucking like weed whacker.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that happened. Saved a dog's life with a homeless man named Murray.
That's a crazy story. I, on the other hand, you want to hear something crazy I did the other day?
You killed a dog?
I bought I got an air fryer.
Oh wow.
It has actually changed my life. Like my chicken turns out perfectly crispy now. I could never cook chicken that good.
Have you done fish in it yet?
I did salmon and it was fire. It made my whole place smell like salmon.
It's bad. Your house smells so fucking
good.
bad.
I live in a tiny little guest house, so it's not very big, so it smelled like salmon pretty quickly.
Oh, it's just a hot fan with salmon air going through your whole house.
But dude, I made sweet potato fries, I made chicken, I made salmon, I've been looking up air fryer recipes because it's really good for people that don't know how to cook, because I know how to like season stuff and put oil on it, and then
that's all you have to do.
And then you just put it in, you hit the button, and it comes out just juicy, crispy on the outside.
I never use mine ever.
You have one, right?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like you would make crazy shit in it because you actually know how to cook.
Yeah, I don't. I use my Traeger a lot.
Wait, but it's funny because I did a workout at Third Space on Saturday, and at the end of the class, this big buff dude that is always in the classes with me, he's like, "What are you doing after this?" And I was like, "I don't know. I think I got to go to Costco." He's like, "Oh, bro, I'm going to Costco. Let's go to Costco together." And I was like, "Dude, that sounds so fun." So me and Michael go to Costco together, and it was actually so funny because like this dude's in really good shape, and it was interesting to see like what he was buying. You know what I mean? Like see how he meal preps and stuff. So I got a couple little tips from him, but it was just funny. Like right when we walked in, he's like, "Bro, you have an air fryer, right?" And I was like, "No." He's like, "Dude, what?" He's like, "This will change your life."
Did you buy one there?
So I impulsively bought an air fryer because I'm with this dude that's just shredded, and he's telling me what to do, bro. I was like, I'm gonna listen to you, and it's just so funny because so that night I made some chicken and sent him a photo, and I was like, this is wild. Like, I'm genuinely excited about it.
Yeah,
So
we live different lives. I'm restarted smoking cigarettes.
I bought an air fryer.
Like hanging out with the homeless guys, blazing cigs, doing man shit, fishing for trash fish. You're making sweet potato fries.
I'm making sweet potato fries.
Oh man.
Our new single is going to be dropping on the 28th. It's called Tell Me I'm Okay, featuring Jared Watson from the Dirty Heads.
Yeah.
And something really cool about this song is that, I'm sure we'll end up doing a podcast about this song specifically, but we wrote and recorded, the demo, the initial idea for this song with Andy and Jared and Duddy at their studio in Orange County, literally the day before Andy passed.
Yeah.
So, it's wild that
I'm really excited for people to hear this one because it's so different from Muse and so different from Good Time that it kind of gets a bigger picture out of what you're going to get out of this album. And so it's just like an alternative rock banger. It's very fun. It's one of my favorite songs.
Yeah, I think in a lot of ways this song feels more like how we sound live. It's got that heavy rock sound that Katastro does bring to a live show.
Yeah.
And we don't really have that many songs that quite sound just like this. And
no, this one's like straight alternative.
Yeah.
Really. Like it's not trying to be anything else, I don't think.
Yeah, so get excited for that.
Get excited, yeah. This week on Friday, we'll have a new single, Tell Me I'm Okay.
This has nothing to do with what we're talking about, but I have been obsessed with that Fred Again album, USB.
Really?
It's all I've been listening to lately, and that Baby Keem song, Leave Me Alone.
Yeah.
That shit is wild. The production is absolutely insane.
Have you never, I thought, because I got really into him like a while ago for like.
What, the videos of him on the machine?
No, but he has this album. It's all red on the cover. I forget what it's called.
I've heard some of that.
It's really fucking good.
I just got really into USB because John, I was hanging out with Jono last week, and he, I don't know, he was playing some of it, and so I started listening to it in the car, and the just the drum production and the synths, and it's just, dude, the production's insane.
Dude, the stuff with Skrillex is actually really sick.
Well, Skrillex helped with that Baby Keem song, Leave Me Alone. And I don't know. I've only been listening to stuff like that lately, like some Channel Trace, and like, I don't know, just you start to understand it a little bit more once you like find shit in that. Because I was always used to be so against like electronic music, which is weird because I make electronic music sort of. Yeah,
but it's like once you like find the people that you actually like, you're like, oh, I get it. Like,
dude, Fred Again's sick.
So I saw him at Coachella with Skrillex and Fortet.
Yeah, that's
awesome. They did
awesome.
that like group thing because Frank Ocean had dropped out. And so they had the three of them do it, and they did it like Boiler Room kind of style, but at Coachella. So they were in the middle of like 100,000 people.
Yeah.
And it was so dope. Like it was really fucking cool. A lot of music is not stuff like I listened to, but it was fun. And you could tell they were having a good time.
Yeah, I will never forget seeing Diplo at Lost Lake in Phoenix. And me and Andy were together. It was just me and him. We like wandered off because they're like, yo, we got to go see this. So we go, and we're standing on like the top of the hill, and the whole crowd's, there's thousands and thousands of people below us. We were kind of in the back, but we had a good spot where we could just see the whole crowd. And the drop comes, and everyone just starts jumping. And I remember Andy looking at me and just being like, he's like, rock bands can never do this.
It's true.
And I like, it was so true in that moment, because there is this wild energy that comes with DJ like electronic sets that are just, they feel out of control.
It's more about the fan experience than it is about them or even their music. And a lot of them play other people's music. So it's like, it's more about just the show itself being there.
But the music's good too. Like Diplo has bangers, dude. Diplo's got some really crazy shit.
Diplo.
I mean, him and like the stuff him and Skrillex have done together. I don't know. I'm not like, I don't really know that much about that world, but I just, because I produce and make beats, when I hear crazy production, I can respect it in any kind of genre.
Well, yeah, me too.
Whenever I hear
with
anything,
the sound design stuff, it's such a big part of that music. And so like I'll hear sounds in like, it could be, like I can't stand dubstep, but I'll hear a sound in dubstep, and I'm like trying to think of how that was created, and like oh, like, because even if you just hear it and then I start trying to like reverse engineer, like, all right, I know it starts with like this basic thing, and then what else needs to be tweaked on it to like eventually get to that. But it kind of makes you think about things differently. Yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting too when you start pulling apart the songs and realizing how simple they actually are. They're just dressed up with like unique sounds.
Yeah.
Like it's
I really do like the house shit, especially like old like Robin S.
Yeah, it's like a lot of it's like 3 chords or like 4 chords going back and forth the entire song, but there's just like really interesting drops and stutters and like effects, and I don't know. This last week, like listening to that album, I feel like this new wave of inspiration to just create beats like on my own, and like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It's cool when you like catch that wave or just find a new album that you're like, oh, this is wild.
Yeah, it's cool. I like that it's not really based around vocals.
Also,
it's just like,
Kate Renata just put out a new album.
I didn't really love it so far.
Yeah, I only listened through to it once. Some of his stuff feels like it's being I guess like repeated in a sense, but I don't know if that's a bad thing, because like he has like a vibe. He's got like a thing, and I feel like a lot of people really like that. And so if that's the case, like, I don't know, more power to people that just like lean into their own sound and like realize like, you know what, this is just what I like making. Like, I think sometimes it's kind of annoying when people have like, or fans of an artist have this like expectation of them for their new record, or, it's like, I don't know.
I wasn't able to get into it too much. I love Kitchenaut. I love all of his shit usually, but
the song with Anderson .Paak is pretty sick.
Yeah, it's okay. It's kind of cool. There's another one where
I might be thinking about the No Worries, because No Worries just put out new shit too.
Oh really? I haven't heard that.
That's what I was thinking of. I don't even know if I listened to the Anderson .Paak Kitchenaut one. Anderson .Paak is one of my favorite artists.
Yeah, he's sick.
He really truly is like. I just feel like the amount of creativity that guy has inside of him is just always flowing out. Like he's put out so much music in the past like 10 years.
Yeah. He's so versatile and like so insanely talented at drums too, and then crazy singer. And
we should make a Kamp Podcast Spotify playlist of just music that me and you have been listening to, so people that listen can, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm always
listen to what
switching it up. Or I'm kind of not always switching it up. I'll find something I really like, and then I'll listen to it on repeat for like 3 months, and then I'll get sick of it and find something else. Flume was another one of those like electronic artists that really, like, I fucking love everything.
His live show was wild. I saw him at Comerica, or what's it called now, Arizona Federal Theater.
Yeah,
that was a crazy show, dude. He is an insane producer.
Dude, it's nuts.
It's
is
like crazy.
When Andy passed away, I couldn't, like, every time I listened to stuff with like lyrics in it, it was just like hard. It was weird. Like I just couldn't listen to like music with like words and stuff. And then I think that same weekend, Flume dropped like a weird B-side album that had just a bunch of like
is that the one with the car on the cover?
I think so. Yeah.
The mix. It was called like the mixtape or something.
I think so. I'll have to relook it up, but there was a couple songs on that one where I was just like,
dude,
I listened to it because I always listen to music when I'm like doing shit. And so I just had that on loop forever. But the way he produces and the way he does like sound design and stuff, he just has, it's so fucking cool. And he takes a bunch of risks, and it's dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But I saw him once. I went with Chris Fick, and we went to, where was it at? It was at the Phoenix International Raceway. It was hot as fuck. And our friend was working for him, so we got on like Flume's guest list. And we show up, and the rave's like about to start, or like he's about to go on. It's like a straight up fucking
was
rave.
it Carlos was doing monitors.
Carlos was doing monitors. Carlos got us on the list. And so it's about to start. All these kids are there, and they're all like, you could tell like the ecstasy's starting to kick in. Like the whole crowd's just getting like weirder and stuff. It's hot.
What a crazy scene. Sorry to interrupt you, but like what a crazy scene to be like a part of as a musician. Can you imagine like every Katastro show you're going to, there's just tons of kids on Molly and ecstasy, and they're all just grinding their teeth in the crowd?
I mean, I've seen that at our shows too.
No, dude, no.
It is a weird thing, and it's like it's everything's super late in that scene. Like, could you imagine getting done at like 3 a.m. every night? Like, it's weird.
I would hate that, dude.
Yeah, it would suck. But so anyways, like everybody's starting to like. Everybody's like rolling and shit. Me and Fick are just there like, what the fuck is going on here? And suddenly all the lights go out in the entire place. And it's like 100 out at night at the time. And so we're just like looking around like, what the fuck is going on? And I go up to Carlos and I'm like, dude, what's happening? He's like, the power like just keeps cutting out. So I don't know when Flume's going to be there. Like none of like the cool lights or anything are going on. So it's just dark. And all these people that are like coming up on ecstasy and stuff, there's no music playing. So it's just silent. We're in a hot parking lot with a bunch of young kids on drugs. And then slowly, this girl starts running over here and she throws up. And then the girl over here runs the other way. She throws up. Because it's like
into a puke party.
If you're like on ecstasy and like the part of it is being with other people that are on ecstasy, like that's what makes it more fun. And everybody's like in this vibe. So they're probably like getting ramped up to have a great time. And then for it to just be like, the lights are just on in this parking lot and it's hot as fuck and there's no music and everybody's like, what the fuck's going on? So all these people start like throwing up or passing out and shit. And me and Fick, I'm like, dude, I'm going to go get a beer. And so we go to like the drink line and it's so long. We literally waited for an hour and a half to get a bottle of water. Like there was not enough water in the place and people were just falling out. It was a wild experience, but he eventually went on and it was a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, Flume's crazy.
Yeah, I really like him, man. Yeah, we should keep this one short. We got another guest coming in here in a little bit, but
cool. Well, next week we got a new song coming out.
Yeah. See you guys there.
And we'll see you next time we see you at camp. Thank you.
Yeah.